And now on Pet Pals TV, we are joined by Janet Holcomb. She's the First Lady of Indiana. And the first dog of Indiana, Henry, is here. Thank you for letting us come into your beautiful mansion, your beautiful home.
Thank you very much.
Okay. We're here to talk about, not just about you, but about Henry.
Right.
Okay. Henry recently, because I'm on his Facebook page, I'm a fan, I noticed that, what was a few months ago, he went through some medical issues. What happened?
We had a health scare a couple of months ago, and the cause was bladder stones.
Never heard of that.
It's not infrequent, but not super common either.
Okay. I've heard of kidney stones, but not bladder stones. So
right.
How did you notice something was wrong?
He went outdoors and he was struggling to urinate.
Yeah.
So he was kind of bending down on all four legs, like he was almost pushing, and having a hard time. So I knew something was immediately wrong and took him to our veterinarian very quickly. They initially diagnosed it as a bladder infection and gave us an antibiotic. And I brought him home and stayed close with him that day. And then later in the evening, particularly, and through the night, I could tell he was just getting increasingly uncomfortable. So
the medicine wasn't working?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No. So the next morning then, I knew that we needed to elevate the level of care. Yeah. And that's when I decided to take him to Purdue.
Purdue. They do wonderful work there. I mean,
amazing.
Yes, they really do. Whenever there's an extreme issue, they seem to pinpoint it pretty quickly. So they told you right away what it was?
Yes.
And if you hadn't acted quickly, he wouldn't be here, would he?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, so tell people what they need to know, because I hadn't heard that you could have stones in your bladder, kidney stones. Mm-hmm. What do people need to look for?
I think it's just knowing your dog and understanding that their behavior changes suddenly really are probably an indication of something going wrong. So, and then trusting your instincts too, because again, I just knew in my gut that something else was going on and knew that we needed some additional care. Yeah. So,
well, if you can't pee, that's bad.
Yes.
That's very bad. You are a lucky boy. Yeah. You've got a good mommy and daddy. I've asked you this before, and I'll ask you this again. Who's his mom or dad? Who does he love best?
He splits time with both of us. So he's with me a lot during the day. When Eric gets home in the evenings, he likes hanging out with his dad.
Okay. Well, he's kind of busy during the day, so
he is.
That's important.
They kind of have their evening routine. They walk out in the yard and spend time together outdoors, and then when we're just relaxing and watching TV and things like that, he kind of usually is in the middle between us. So,
of course,
yes,
of course. So, final advice for everybody: I like what you said. Know your dog. Know what they need, and if things seem a little off, then get them checked right away.
Changes in eating, drinking, just behavioral changes. Excessive panting sometimes can be an indication that there's something wrong and that they're in some discomfort. And then it's really good if they're on any medications to have a list of that handy, because if you have to make a sudden trip to the veterinarian in an emergency situation, you really need to have those medications handy. So keep them on your phone or whatever is handy for you, and make sure you have access to those so the veterinarians can act quickly and have all the information.
Okay, and he's 12 now?
Yes.
He's 12 years old.
Yeah.
Can he still have a treat?
He can, yes.
He can?
Yes. He can still have a treat. Oh, look at that.
Some homemade treats. I didn't make
Wonderful.
them. These are from Possum Products, and it's all organic. So
love that.
Henry, would you like a little treat? I tried to give one to Stewie, and he put it in his mouth and dropped it out. He didn't want anything healthy. So let's see if I can get the darn thing open here. Henry,
Hey,
I bet you had a nice big breakfast. Would you like to try a little treat? Just a little treat? A little treat, maybe? A little treat? Well, maybe for later. I mean,
Yes.
he got a couple licks, so I'll put it right there. Oh, he's such a sweet boy. Oh,
there we go.
There we go. There we go. Well, thank you. Thanks for being a good dog mom.
Oh, thank you, Patty.
I'll
thank
pet you too. All right. Henry's wonderful. Everybody knows who he is. We love him. And thank you, Janet Holcomb. We really appreciate all you do.
Thank you. Likewise.
Okay. We'll be back with more on Pet Pals TV.